Alright, we are recording. Sorry if the microphone is picking up my laptop and in my laptop cooler. They're going great guns right now because the video capture software is apparently taking up a lot of CPU. In any case, I have added something that is very exciting. I have finally added flight. So many people have been asking me to get Rainbow Dash to the point where she's flying. Right down here on the character stats tab of the player character editor, we have something that gives the ponies the ability to fly. They don't fly by default, but you can have flight without wings and you can have flight with wing animations. Flight without wing animations just causes the pony to fly around in the airborne animation, but if you add wing animations, look at how many more tabs we have on the left animations and right animations tab. There are animations for the wings both in front of the character and behind the character. That's what the FT and BK are all about here. There's even animations for special animations, like here you see her wings swooping forward. If you hit preview, this is what you get. Of course, I haven't actually given her any custom attacks that use this animation yet, but at some point I will. By contrast, if you go with a pony that doesn't have flight, like this, it's much simpler. Just the stand animation, the walk animation, the airborne animation, and of course any special animations that we add. Obviously, when you do something like this, when you add wings to a pony, there's quite a bit to animate. And you might notice that this preview does not stretch and shrink the character. It's much simpler to keep it close to home here. But you can preview it and see what the character looks like while their wings are being animated. So Twilight has finally become an alicorn. She was a unicorn for the longest time before this. Now some things like this is wings back stand. This would be an animation for the wings while Twilight is just standing there. And since you can't even see her back wing when she's standing, it doesn't have anything. Same thing with walking and airborne. And there is a difference between airborne and actual flight. This would be what she looks like when she's just jumping or just falling. It's not until she actually goes into flight mode that you actually see her wings flapping. And to be honest, I think the only the wings back animation that I have is the flight one. Yep. There's also offsets down here at the bottom of each of these wing animations. These control how far to the left, how far to the right, how far up, how far down, and the draw depth of the wing animations. At this point I'm using 10. I'm probably going to rethink these wing animations at some point. Another thing which is probably going to come later is the ability to lock and unlock flight based on things like what items you're carrying, maybe even by event flags if you feel like doing it that way. The reason why is there are some items like Rarity's Cloak that would logically cover up your wings and prevent you from flying. And one of the things that I'd wanted to do in the long term is say that you're only able to fly if Rarity specially crafts rain gear that covers your wings and enables... how about that? This one doesn't even show what she looks like with her wings. I guess that's another thing that I'll have to do something about later. But in any case, the lore was going to be that Rarity needs to invent wing protecting rain gear before your characters can actually fly. I probably won't implement that in the next release. For the longest time, I have wanted to have Ponyville constructed and be a place that you go to in between floors of the weather factory. That, again, that hasn't been implemented yet, but and to be honest, I don't have any immediate plans to implement it, but it's something that I definitely want. It would add a lot of RPG-ishness to this. So basically that's it for these wings, and that was the feature that I added in this release. So yeah, that's about it.